prisoner of the past, though I know that things don't last. I'm going home, but I don't know the way. If I'm lucky, I'll live halfway. If I'm unlucky, I only have today. What kind of plan is this?
Last time on Kingmaker, our party of player characters continued their exploration for Haulidis, a want-to-be troll king who has had delusions of grandeur and now is trying to set up a kingdom here in the Stolen Lands and, well, seemingly challenge the player character's kingdom of regrowth. So they've been trying to track this troll down. Last time they followed a lead. After dealing with the scythe trees, they followed a lead that Bird managed to uncover and relocated themselves to the next hex off to the southwestern region. Upon arrival there, it was late at night, so the party decided to bunker down. It was during this bunker down process that they found an old cabin in the woods. Looked straight out of a horror movie 101. The party decided to check it out, and instead, what appeared on the surface to be a disused hunter's cabin was actually a very craftily designed safe house. It was in this safe house. I got it slightly wrong. I thought it was set up by the Kingdom of Daggermark, but it's not. It was set up by the Kingdom of Bravoy when they would head out west to potentially scout Pitax. But inside this safe house, they did actually meet someone from the far-off metropolis Kingdom of Daggermark, a woman by the name of Quintessa Murray, a spy for Daggermark who has basically been scouting the regional territorial settlements that have sprung up due to Lady Jamande Eldori's call for heroes way back in Chapter 1. She revealed herself to the party and revealed that she was no threat and Daggermark was no threat to them. She was very honest, straightforward, looking to earn trust. She was just heading out west to Fort Drelev to scout the next rising kingdom led by Baron Hannes Drelev. Now, Quintessa shared information with the party and there was some very interesting bits of information to be shared. For example, it seems like that Baron Drelev is the one that Daggermark is potentially worried about due to the fact of his ambition and also due to the fact that he has married a woman who was previously known as Pavetta Stroon, Isabella's former mother-in-law. And what's weird about this whole situation is the fact that Pavetta Stroon is the same age as Isabella's father, 97 years old. So just imagine the surprise of the party and the surprise of Quintessa when she learnt that, despite being full-blooded human and 97 years old, Quintessa appears over half her age with a physical appearance of a woman in her 40s. With this bit of information in mind for the future, the party also shared that a Fort Drelev scouting party was found at the site of the scythe trees, where they were murdered by said scythe tree, and it seems like they were heading from west to east, maybe checking out regrowth. Who knows? Spy games are happening right now in the backdrop of the troll problem of Haulidis and his forces. One last bit of information that Quintessa shared was in regards to Tartuccio, the Pitaxian spy. Now, according to her information, Tartuccio has headed southeast into the Selen Hills region. Our party have heard two different directions where the gnome may have gone, but she's fairly convinced they have gone that way. In fact, she quoted a new blacksmith in regrowth who was travelling with her from the south up into this region, a blacksmith by the name of Merrick Hammerleaf, who apparently is looking to settle in regrowth and could tell the party more if they would like to follow up on that lead at a later date. And so, with this information exchange completed, the party bunkered down for the night in this old safe house with Quintessa, and when we resume the game, we're going to come in to the next day and we're going to come back into the Stolen Lands itself. Okay, here we go. So let's move the time on and let's move the time forward. Usual start time for the party, 6 a.m.
Yes, please.
Poison with the sun.
Rising with the sun. Nice. Okay.
Bird complains a lot.
Why is the bird complaining?
Don't you know a bird needs her beauty sleep?
I guess the early bird does not catch the worm in this case. Alright, so I'm just adjusting everything up. I'm going to change the date over as well. Anden, do you want to make the weather roll for today?
I would love to.
Then please roll it up, my friend.
Secret?
No, just open for this. It's absolutely fine.
That is an unfortunate 2 for a 15 total.
Alright then. Anden, you're convinced a thunderstorm is heading this way.
Uh-oh.
But then it's really strange when the next day actually rolls around and the wonderful summer that you've been having here in the Stolen Lands is continuing. The day is actually now the day that Galarion shares with Earth. It is Sunday, Serenith 27th, 4710. The weather is clear. The weather is beautiful, the wind is unchanged, temperature is unchanged. In fact, as you have been led into this section for a sighting of Haulidis, this is actually the perfect exploration weather that you could have to try and track down the Troll King. So Quintessa is going to rise early, like the rest of you, and is going to politely bid you adieu before going into enhanced invisibility and proceeding to make her way west towards Lake Hooktongue. Is there anything else you would like to say or potentially find out from Quintessa before she goes?
Hey, I'm good.
I think we already offered that we might do some intelligence exchanges in the future, right? Even
Yes.
though from the River Kingdoms, I absolutely do not trust them further than I can throw them.
That's more than understandable, especially for somewhere like Daggermark. But she bids you safe journey and good luck with the trolls. Alright, so the day rolls around. It's a beautiful morning. How are you going to try and track Haulidis down? Apparently there is a lead somewhere in this hex.
I guess we need to do some hex exploration.
Yeah, I would like to just, as we're doing the overworld stuff, I'm continuing on searching, seeking. You can never remember the names of things. But
It's
I
fine.
have to-
I think the exploration action is now called search, but the actual encounter mode action is called seek.
That's it.
So
Alright, well, we can move quickly. We're not hampered by terrain because of the forest passage. And I have some goggles of tracking if we're doing some tracking.
That seems like a potential. So do you want to start searching this hex to begin with then? Or are you planning on trying your hands at another local hex and seeing if you can find a trace there? The scythe trees did point to this hex you were in though, you just didn't start searching last session because it was so late at night.
Yeah, do we want to... I think we probably need to be quick and start here rather than going to Bird's house or
Yeah, we
Fey Grove.
Yeah, we had wanted to come this way, so I think we should go a searching.
Alright then.
Let's do it.
I think we agreed to check out the Hogulka sighting and then head to the Lizard Folk village and just leave the Fae and Bird's old home.
Oh yeah, because the lizard folk are going to be being pushed out as well, so we might have some allies there if we need them.
Potentially, you don't know. So, I get the impression you're going to start with this hex. So, let's just get a... Let's say out of your 2 travel actions you have for the day, how many would you like to spend on searching this hex? And then whatever checks you made to search this hex, I will raise or lower the DC depending on the number of exploration actions you take trying to find the sighting here in this hex. So what are you thinking, 1 or 2?
Which one?
I think we'll be alright with 1. I think we've got a decent amount of specialization.
Alright
on
then.
this.
In that case then, it's going to be a skill check off. What I mean by that is everyone propose a skill check to do. I will set a DC. You're going to have to get a certain number of successes throughout the party in order to find the sighting, find the clue. So let's go in the icon order. Anden, what skill do you propose to use for your check?
I would like to use survival, as that is the stat for trekking, and I will leverage both my tracker's goggles and also my terrain expertise in the forest.
That sounds good to me. Okay, make me that survival check all open.
Okie dokie.
Kelvhan, what skill would you like to propose?
That's a great question. I'm trying to think. Like, the only one to help track things is survival.
You can also do a survival, that's not a problem.
You can perceive in nature.
I'm not the best at nature. My perception is probably not bad, actually. I'll see if I can find it that way.
You can do it the old-fashioned, just keep your eyes peeled sort of a way.
Yeah?
Alright then, give me an open perception roll then, please. Balruk, what would you like to propose?
Balruk too shall perceive.
Then feel free to perceive away. Finally, the bird. What you got in mind, bird?
I would like to use diplomacy to ask for information from the other birds of the forest.
Can you commune with them with your abilities as an awakened?
I can, only with birds. You asked me not to take the one that lets me talk to everything.
That's correct, yes. That is more than fair. Alright then, diplomacize for me, please.
19.
Okay. So, you needed 3 successes. I can tell you that Anden was a pass and success. That's 1. Balruk was a failure, but not a critical one, so not a negative one. Bird was also a failure.
Yeah, we're stuck.
No!
However, Mr. Leoven,
Crit.
DC 20, crit.
Hey, crit.
Hey.
2 successes. So with a combination of Anden and Kelvhan's skills, Anden focusing on survival, and then Kelvhan just keeping a good old-fashioned eye out, you manage to find the clue. And once you find it, it's a clue that really sticks out. It's not overly obvious because each hex is a 12-mile piece of space, so there's still some ground to cover. But, Bird, the reason why your diplomacy doesn't work and doesn't get through is you look around, and in our fiction, what actually happens with your failure is most of the birds have been chased off or have been scared away, which, although was a failure, does give you a sense of, wait a minute, we're definitely on the right track. That's what I'll give you to a miss by 1. Balruk, not a critical failure, so it's just, I don't know, what's up with Balruk today? Is he slightly off, or is he just not having any luck here, Jack?
I think with the size of the hex and all, I think he's not really used to stopping around the wilderness, and also he doesn't really know what to look for. He's just kind of walking around and looking, and I just don't think he really sees anything.
Fair enough, that's cool. Alright then, so here's the sign that you find. You notice in a section of the hex a clearing has been made. Trees have been cut down, knocked to the side, kind of like Bird's old place. But not only that, the ground and the earth has been flattened around here. Kelvhan, wait, let's start with Anden. Anden, on your survival check, you notice that this flattened stretch of ground leads in 2 directions. The first direction is off to the hex, over to the southwest here, and then the next way it goes is off to the northwest here towards Bird's old home. Kelvhan, as you got a critical success, you take the proverbial high ground. Let's say you scurry up a tree just for a little bit, just to get an advantage perch, because something about this rings in your heads. So you scramble up, not too high, but then you take a literal bird's eye view, no pun intended, of this interesting scene, and you've realised what the flattened out territory is. It's very crude, very makeshift, but it's a road.
This is slightly bizarre.
The
Didn't
trolls have
expect
been,
a road here.
yeah, the trolls have been building a road.
You telling me they knocked down my house for a road?
Unfortunately,
Modern problems.
require modern solutions.
Well,
Anybody got
at
any
least
fire?
it wasn't a hyperspace bypass. Be the entire planet.
Next thing we know,
What the
Tunnels.
bloody hell are you talking about, Anden?
It was a
Watch
weird
out.
dream.
watch out for floating rectangles.
Anyway, I'll show them a modern solution.
Well, I suppose the good thing about them building roads is it's something we can follow right back to them, right?
Yep.
There's something else as well that Kelvhan's critical success can pick up, and Kelvhan can point out to Anden about the road. Anden, if you want, you can make a follow-up survival check open on it. There's something about the road as well.
Okay, which abilities, which modifiers would I have access to on that?
Anything that helps with tracking will help here.
Fantastic. I'll make the same roll again then.
Feel free to roll.
He's going. That's a 31.
31 critical success. So for finding the road and for getting this one, I'm going to knock your hero point pool up by 2, back to a total of 4. So
Very
here's
kind
what
of
you
you.
find, Anden. Horse and wagon tracks.
Oh, that's why they stole all this.
As it was a critical success as well, you can determine which way they came from and which way they're going. Where they came from is off to the hex to the southwest. Where they're going, or where they headed, was off to the hex to the northwest.
Alright, gentlefolk, but here's the question. What do trolls need a cart and wagon for that they can't just carry?
Why do they need to build roads?
Because we're not just dealing with trolls.
And then there's also the question of if we're looking for the leader, would he have gone the way that they're going, or is he still back where they came from?
I'm going where they're going personally.
Well, they came from my bloody house, so I hope they're not there.
I'm gonna guess they're there.
And then critical success, you can tell how long this wagon and this these wagons and these horses rolled by. 5 days ago.
Okay. Well, I suggest we follow them personally.
Can we, and if it's like too late or we already had our rolls, feel free to just be like, eh. Can we look for somewhere that the wagon may have stopped to see if there are any footprints of other ancestries around?
I would say that would require your second exploration action of the day to use to follow the road and do a thorough examination.
5 days ago in the forest. I don't fancy the chances, but we could.
I think it's more than just to follow it and see where it leads, right? Whoever they got or whatever they got, we'll find out when we find the wagons.
Yes, it's just the knowledge in advance and all that.
I'm sure we'll be able to see or hear. And I tip my head towards Kelvhan. Whatever it is, before they see us, if we just stick to the tree line.
Yes. What worries me is if they're building roads, it's the first stage of civilization.
Right, either they're interconnecting, multiple settlements of their own, or they're trying to connect to something else.
It's a question, isn't it? So, where you thinking? Are you going to check out where they've come from, or you check out where these wagons are going?
I suppose we should probably do where they're going first, because you want to find the wagons.
Yeah.
Likely.
Get our horses back, at the very least.
Okay then. So, you want to start off then with discovering where the wagons are going. So, feel free to move yourselves then for your final exploration action into the hex that contains Bird's old home. Because
That's the direction they're moving in.
That's where they're going
the other
to.
direction.
No, they're moving towards her home.
They were going from here.
Oops.
It seems like it seems like they started here, they went to here, and now they're going, and then they went to here. So yeah, you get to the hex then at the end of the day of Bird's old home, and you basically see a scene of devastation. Bird, off in the distance by about 150 to 250 feet, you see the old elven fortress ruin, which is actually a potential dungeon. I will let the players know that you can check out later on if you want. That's the sort of like local landmark of this area. It's very pretty, very picturesque ruin. And then imagine such a picturesque scene then compiled with utter devastation as these trees and these earth have been flattened and bulldozed all the way down in order to make this makeshift road. And as you get to that locale heading into the evening, you see that the tracks are continuing, heading now into Tyressa's Grove, that hex, and even where the river meets up, they have knocked down a few trees and they've actually made a makeshift bridge, just kind of like imagine a raft, but turned into a bridge, just sort of like logs clumped up together and tied up to one another. They've made this improv bridge, and
Some
they seem
pontoon, isn't it?
yeah, something like that. I can't remember. It's been years. I think it's been 20 odd years since I've done any kind of fieldcraft. So Mark, the GM, doesn't actually know what to call these sorts of bridges and makeshift rigs up. But regardless, as you
I've seen
end,
better work from beavers.
it's not quite a beaver setup, no. But however, things are happening because as you start to settle down for the night in this locale, because I've got a feeling you're not going to, well, do you intend to hustle and try and gun it through the night?
No, that's dangerous.
All right then. In that case, we get a screen swipe as we actually flash back to Regrowth. Because, in accordance to the story, a visitor back at Regrowth has come this day. This visitor is one Megarvan. Megarvan, the owner and, well, the charter of the settlement known as Varnhold, has come to visit. And he expresses the fact that he is here to, well, essentially, he's here to catch up with the player characters. He hasn't seen you since what happened at the Call for Heroes. He got on well with you, and now he's just here to basically catch up and propose diplomatic relations between the two settlements. As you're away, Lindsay, who is a bard and who is kind of the talker for this entire scene, is taking over negotiations while you're away with Mauricial and Irony and Kiva. And talk is just happening and bustling, and it's just simple trade negotiations. I will actually paint another picture of a scene of what's happening. You see, those wagons left 5 days ago. Literally, the party's wagon, there were 2 wagons and 8 horses. The horses that were stolen from the party and some others they've randomly picked up as time has gone on. These wagons have literally rolled away from a fortress in the mountains, in the Hex, off to the southwest of the party. It has passed Bird's old home, and then it passes Tyrissa's Grove, which we see has been burnt down and destroyed. Tyrissa and her consort lying dead on the makeshift road. The road then stretches for easy access for these wagons and carts and these horses to the point where it gets quite close to the forest exit by Regrowth. Then the wagons, looking very unassuming, actually roll around the roaming hills and head into Regrowth themselves. All of a sudden, like a clown car, with very powerful magics applied, hobgoblins, troll hounds, and even trolls themselves squeeze out of the extra dimensional space. We've seen this magic similar before with Kelvin's employers. And as we come to this scene here with Magar Vaughn, Magar is doing his negotiating. And well, you want to explore this map, you're going to get the chance. Jack, you're taking the role of Magar Vaughn.
Oh boy.
Dave, you've got Irony.
Yep.
Lexi, you've got Lindsay.
Got it.
Greg, you've got Mauricial. You should be able to access their character sheets. As Magar just turns around and says, "Hi Joe, does anybody know what that noise is?" And then banging and crashing, and then the double doors to the south just literally get kicked open, and there are two massive trolls looking to enter Regrowth's town hall. With those characters in mind, Jack, you do have an NPC character sheet, so it's a little bit different, but I'm sure you can navigate your way around. Please roll initiative.
Where would I find that character sheet? I'm not seeing one.
I should have access to... Oh, wait, you don't... Hold on. You don't have access to Magar's yet.
Huh?
Hold on.
Yeah, we're rolling initiative.
Thankfully, I've played a summoner in another
Oh, a
campaign.
natural
recently,
20.
so-
I've just gone from bard to bard.
It's almost like I thought about it.
Yeah, I've got some other things I'm not used to. I'm like, what is this? What does this do?
I even have the exact same amount of max HP.
I went from your old to sword lord.
Okay, I don't have that. That's fine. I'm just gonna roll and hope for the best.
Well, it's a challenge. All right, so let's get some initiatives. Anden rolling as Irony. What'd you roll?
28.
Okay, Greg rolling as Mauricial, the iconic. What did you roll for initiative?
20.
Okay, Jack as Magar Vaughn, the visitor of the guest. What did you roll for initiative?
33.
Very nice. And finally, Lexi as Lindsay. What did you roll for initiative?
I got an 18.
Okay, so now you find out what the wagons were for. A surprise attack on Regrowth using very powerful magic that these trolls should not be capable of, and subterfuge. Jack, you are at the top of the turn order as Magar Vaughn. You've got a troll problem, and it is the call for heroes all over again. Now, I will say, for the sake of ease and speed, due to the fact that Magar is the level that he is at, he's level 7, he already knows about trolls, he's already experienced them in his lifetime, so you know what, well, basically the player knowledge that you've gathered about trolls so far, all of you, your NPCs here will have it. So, Jack, what's Magar doing? 3 actions.
Well, he's a big dude of a sword, so I think his hope maybe is to reach the doors and basically hold it to prevent that troll coming in here, because then we can kind of bottleneck them at the door, perhaps. So he is going to, for his first action, he's going to stride 25 feet heading south towards the troll. Right there.
Okie dokie.
And then, unfortunately, second action, he's going to have to do 5 more feet to here. And then final action, let's say, I could strike, or he might, I think he's going to take a more defensive posture for this first turn as he kind of, calls for help, probably as he rushes for the door, yelling to hold them. And he's going to reach, and then he's going to take on a parrying stance as he's going to use his Aldori parry ability.
Right, I'll drag that on to you. So Aldori parry is now available to you. Okay, it's summoner time. Irony and Kiva.
Right. Yes. I am going to go for. I'm going to start up with the extend boost spell, because we're going to boost our Eidolon. Eva. So
I'll boost him.
I've got to. So what this does is this augments the boost Eidolon ability. I have to make a skill check with the associated skill, and I assume Kiva is nature.
It is nature for irony, yes. DC 20.
Okay. Oracle dedication.
Yes, he does have an Oracle dedication.
Hunter, Ranger, Summoner, Nature. Want that hidden?
You okay, Dave?
Yeah. Shall I make that hidden?
Yeah. Just an open check. Nature roll to boost it.
Okay. All right. Got a 27.
All right. Boost lasts for 3 rounds.
Yep. The next action is, of course, boost Eidolon.
Nice.
And can keep it. And my final action will be to command an animal. Give us speed.
Well, it's not exactly command an animal for Eidolons, isn't it? It's like 4 actions and you split it between you.
Yes. Yeah, it's still the command an animal action.
Gotcha.
But it just gives 2 actions back. So I've got everyone selected somehow. Kiva has just out of range again. 35, and then actually, what's the 10-foot bonus status speed? Is a wolf's basic speed only 25?
For his Eidolon form, yes. I know, I thought that myself, but I double checked it. That is correct.
I'm just trying to look what the support action for a wolf is, whether it's more useful than just moving.
It's not an animal companion, Dave. It doesn't have a support action.
Of course it doesn't. Oh, thank you. I'm a silly Billy.
You're all good. Don't worry about it. This is a bit of a situation you've been thrown into, but I'm glad you're taking it in your stride, and I hope you like the surprise.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I like role-playing battles, I guess.
Okay, so is that all the act together actions? Extend boost is a free action to do so is that your turn, Dave?
Oh no, in which case free action 1, we've used 2. You can't have, I know I didn't use more than 2 actions around, I don't think. So my last one will be...
I thought it was a case of if you did 1, which was the boost, then a 3 to extend, then with act together you could give the other 3 actions to Kiva.
I can do all 3. Alright, sick.
No. Eidolon and Summoner? Eidolon and Summoner share the same pool of 3 actions, but the Summoner has a special act together, which allows the Summoner or Eidolon to do an action or activity, while the other of the pair takes a single 1 action.
Right. But evidently, thank you, by the way, evidently it's been longer than I thought. So since I played this, totally forgotten how to do it. Kiva, please bite this roll. We got a 26 to hit with Kiva's fangs.
That's a hit with Kiva's fangs. Roll damage.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Only 8 damage.
Damage is damage, especially against a troll. All right, it is now that troll's turn. What it's going to do for its first action, the ecstatic troll is it's going to use its first action to try and shove. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Odds, Magar, evens, Kiva. Okay, it's going to try and shove Kiva first with an athletics check. So this is against Kiva's Fortitude DC. Alright. Oof, I think that might be a crit. 36?
That is indeed a crit.
Okay, so let's see. Shove, critical success. That's the first time I've achieved one. Is that shove 10 feet? Yes, 10 feet away from you. Right, but you can stride after it. It can't do that. So it pushes Kiva back 10 feet, and then with the map applied, -4. It is then going to try the same on Magar. So this is going to go against your Fortitude DC, Magar. So -4 to this. Sorry, I rolled a Fortitude saving throw. That is incorrect of me. I need to roll athletics. See, even I'm having a day. Okay. Okay, 28.
That will succeed as a regular success.
Okay, reduced to 24 actually. You go back 5 feet and the troll follows. Let's see. No, wait a minute. I've inadvertently rolled a Fortitude saving throw for Kiva as well. So I'm gonna. No, that's too late to retcon. So what I will do for my mistake is I'll leave it as it is, but I'll put a hero point into your pool for that mistake because that could be game changing. So for the final action, the troll is, why not? It's going to try and move Magar back once again. So a -8 to this athletics check. So here we go. So natural 5, total of 17, -8. So I don't think a 9's going to shove you.
Nope. Shame it's not a strike or I can hit him back.
Okay. So regeneration happens. The troll regains 20 hit points.
Oh boy.
Because it's a troll. And now it is the tired troll's turn. Oh right. Oh yes, I've got a new module and it rolls healing automatically now. Fantastic.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, so it's going to be the tired troll's turn. He's really, really knackered. Let's see. He's going to potentially... I need to remember, because I've never been quite sure. Can they move? I know you can't stay in an ally square, but can they move into their companion square, try and shove Magar, and then immediately move back out?
No, you cannot interrupt movement unless an action specifically allows for it.
Okay, in that case then, we will leave that be. They will hold their turn. Mauricial the Rogue.
Working.
Yeah. Huh. So, how far is it? How far? I cannot get there on one movement. But I can still attack. Can I attack there? Let's find out.
Have we all been 5 feet too far away?
I think I can attack from here.
Oh, that can.
Yeah,
Yep.
you can.
Yeah. So, second action will be quick draw. The striking rapier.
Nice.
So, going to strike, I suppose. Let's see how this works out. That's a 30.
That's 30. No target, so we'll do it the old-fashioned way. That's a +10
Oh, yeah.
crit.
That's my bad.
No worries, but well done. +10 crit rolls critical damage.
32 points.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, rogues.
Yeah, rogues.
One actual left for Mauricial. What's she got?
Yeah, I'm gonna quick draw her other dagger as well.
Nice. Give us a target. Give us a map strike.
On. Just need to do that. And then, oh yeah, there's 2 for these because it can be thrown. Let's roll that. 24.
Another hit. Well done. Even with map. Give us damage, please.
9 points of damage on top.
Alright, Mauricio lays it in. A bottleneck has been achieved. Alright. Bottom of the round. Lexi with Lindsay, what you got?
Lindsay will. For one action, Lindsay pulls out her short bow. For her second action, Lindsay takes a few steps forward. And then for her third action, she calls out to her allies, "To arms! Protect the town hall! For Jarl Balruk!" and casts Rallying Anthem.
Alright, I'll put that on, folk. Here we go. And that's the that's the AC one. Nice.
Bonus to AC and saving.
What's an authorized drop? Is it?
I haven't a clue.
Authorized rune is basically only Lindsay can use that weapon.
Ah.
Authorized runes are often underused. Round 2. The Lord of Varnhold, please. What are you gonna do?
All right. What is this thing attacking with? Is it like a big weapon that it's using?
Claw.
Oh, it's just using a claw. Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna old school strike him. Try and do some damage. Right. That is only a 22. Unfortunately, I rolled a natural 4.
That's still a hit.
Oh wow.
He's a fighter, baby. He's a level 7
Hey.
fighter.
Sword Lord for 21 damage.
Alright, good hit. 2 actions.
I think he's gonna hit that and then just be like, regenerate that back. Then take a second spin. I'll roll a 4 for a 17.
That's a miss, unfortunately, this time.
If
All
we
right,
want
third
to
action,
try,
I'm gonna use my parry ability again.
do we want to hero point it? Because it feels like we've done a bunch of damage in one turn. We might be able to burst it down before it can reach it.
I'm up for that if Mark's okay with it.
You can spend your hero points on these characters.
All right, yeah, we'll hero point that second attack then.
Back down to 4.
Oh, how about a 31?
That's
Nice.
a good hero point spend. Plus 10 critical.
Oh, wow.
Those are some good rolls.
Some damage.
Oh my god!
Look, he leads Varnhold for a reason. You knocked it down to 1 hit point remaining.
Oh man, now I almost wanted to go for that third swing, but I don't know if that's wise. I'll probably just continue to. I'll throw up my parry. Let someone else finish him off.
Alright,
I
Aldori
think you
parry
go next
still.
anyway.
Yep, Aldori parry still remains. Let's have a look. Let's see. Cool, bring back. There it is. I'll put it back on you. Oh, whoops! It clicked off. I inadvertently took off Rallying Anthem. So just remember, for now, you still have that +1 to AC and saving throws. Okay, next up, Kiva and Irony.
Okay. Well, since the extend boost went off okay, I don't have to spend an action on doing that, so we can have Kiva go in for hopefully for finishing off. So 1 action to move, and then 1 action to strike. Yeah. We got a 25.
25 is a hit with Kiva. Go ahead, roll damage.
Hooray! That's 15 points of damage.
Alright, it's down, but it does have regeneration. 2 actions left. Can Irony do anything about that?
This is perfect. Because since that landed, I have 2 actions left, which will allow Irony to cast Fireball!
Oh man.
Oh.
Oh my.
Though a spark of lightning erupts from Irony's hands as his storm-based powers take flight, and then it causes a small fireball spark. Dave, where you planting it?
I'm gonna go. I'll make sure it's not gonna go in the actual place. So let's just chuck it around here somewhere. On the other one.
That is absolutely perfect. All right. Boom!
Oh, that
Oh, look at
effect.
the effect. Oh, man.
Told you the effects were back. But the ecstatic troll is now a smoking corpse. Meanwhile, the tired troll, we're going to find out how tired that troll is. Time for the reflex saving throw. Natural 20,
Oh.
no
Oh.
effect.
How dare you?
It is literally fight or flight responses kick in, as it is now, ironically, its turn. It literally, I'll remove the ecstatic troll from the board. He's more than toast. He is literally going to take his companion's place. How dare you! This land belongs to Haulidis. It's got 3 targets that it can hit. It's actually not going to use its reach because it's being a flipping idiot, because it got fireballed. And yeah, okay. Right, here we go. 3 attacks. It's going to focus fire due to everything that's happened. So let's roll a d4. Marissa will be 1, Mago will be 2, Kiva will be 3. We ignore the 4. Let's roll okay, 1. It's going to be into Marisial. Claws are coming from the tired troll. First hit. 28.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, first
That's
lot
weird.
of...
How come Mega didn't get my anthem?
I did. He actually removed the effect off me, but I still have it.
Yeah, that's my bad. Sorry. So
Or
15
kinda
points
cheap,
worth of
but I don't
damage for
remember.
the first hit. Second hit. Claws once again. Natural 4 for a 14. That's a miss. And then final attack is gonna absolutely go for it. Okay. 21 is also a miss, which is kind of lucky because if they would have landed 2 claw strikes, it would have taken you to Ren Town.
Oh, it moved. I thought we couldn't do a third.
Sorry?
Didn't it just move?
Yes, you're right. Sorry, that's my bad. So it still missed anyway. Marisial, it's now your turn.
Yeah, first action is an attempt to tumble through.
All right, then. Go ahead and give us that acrobatics check.
I really hope it doesn't have allies.
That's a 2, so for a 16.
16
Hero
against
point,
reflex DC. You never know with trolls, though.
Oh,
Nope.
sorry, I heard 2 voices. What?
I was just shouting hero point because I like when we use hero points.
Ah, it's fine. It's fine. It still does not trigger what I thought it would trigger. I need to have a read.
She's a fencer, so deception can also do it with a feint if you're looking for panache.
Yeah, her deception isn't great though.
Ah.
Lying, interesting.
I thought she was like a spy or something.
What? Let's spy.
Yeah. Oh no, I'll attempt to tumble through again. Why not?
No, there's no map to it, so go for
There's
it.
no map, so I was like, yeah, might as well. Oh, yay! An 18.
That's still not going to do it, unfortunately.
No, it's fine. I'll just strike then.
Go for it.
With the rapier. And give me 1 sec. There we go. That is a 30.
That's another plus 10 crit. Maybe you should just keep on doing that.
Yeah.
That was like a JRPG crit notifier that just popped up on the enemy. Oh, I didn't see that. Just went critical hit. And
Oh, that's a
let
lot
it-
of 2s. That's 18.
18 points worth of damage. It's still a good hit for Marisial, though. First damage laid into the tired troll. Okay, next up in the turn order it's Lindsay.
Hello.
Hi. Bit more bard
Well-
practice for you.
Hmm?
A bit more bard practice for you.
Well, if I don't cast it now, when will I ever get the chance? Lindsay is going to begin by casting a spell on the troll. Come on.
All right, bring it on up.
Casting Paralyze.
Ooh.
Okay, it's got the incapacitation trait.
Is it a higher level creature than us?
It is.
Ah, bollocks.
But let's see what happens. You never know. Trolls are not usually known for their wisdom. A 10.
It still works.
Get paralyzed!
The troll is paralyzed for 4 rounds. And at the end of
no,
each...
it's
For one.
one round because it's an
Oh,
incapacitation.
incapacitation. Alright. Well, you can't argue. Paralyzed for 1 round on a troll. How
Yep.
does... I want a picture. How does Lindsay cast this?
Oh gods to hell if I know. This isn't one of my spells.
No, that's fair enough. To give you a bit of background on Lindsay, she is a musical bard, but she's also about writing Regrowth's history. She's a writer.
I think no, you're right. I think she pulls out her book for a moment and she just says, I think this fight is history, and you are penned to the page. And like as she stabs her quill into the page for the last full stop, the troll freezes.
Nice.
Ooh, I like that.
That's so cool. All right, top
People
of the
gotta
round.
I still have one action left.
Oh, sorry. It's just that was badass and awesome. Please
It was
continue.
very good. And then for her final action, he's stuck. Press the attack and casts Courageous Anthem.
All right, I will put that on to people. Let's see. So that's gonna be the +1 to attack, fear effects, and all that good stuff. Okay, almost got everyone boosted. Fantastic stuff. All right, Magar, it's over to you, Jack.
Alrighty, well, let's just strike this thing because it's wide open right now. Here we go. That's a natural 19 for a 38 to hit.
I think that's a crit.
I'm gonna roll some crit damage. That's cool.
Let's go.
40 points of crit damage.
40 points worth of crit damage. Bloodied.
Let's do it again. Lord, that's a natural 2. Only a 16 or it might be a 17 depending on, I don't know if it's doing the +1 from the ability that we just got or not.
Miss, unfortunately.
Kill it. Kill the hero point. Probably even me.
Yeah, I want to use one more. How many do we have in the hole?
4.
I don't think we need it.
Oh,
I know
we
this
do.
all
We still
feels
have
very-
2 more people that are going to get a stab at it. before
I
it
know
goes.
this all feels very cool and cinematic. We have more than 2 because it's paralyzed.
Right,
Yeah.
so we don't need it. I'm gonna crit pitch though. Here we go.
Go for it. Crit pitching.
Oh, rolled another natural 2. Nope. That's fine.
Unlucky. Alright, so that concludes Megar's turn. Back over to the tag team of Doom, Irony, and Kiva.
Okay, so I only had 1 file, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to, I think, pick it kind of old style. But first we will have Kiva attempt to bite this paralyzed troll. I've got a 22.
Hit for Kiva.
And we got 16 points of damage.
16 points worth of damage on the paralyzed hired troll.
Okay, so How far can you throw a torch?
I don't know.
Oh, you're on the same thought process as me.
Yeah.
Well, technically, it counts as a improvised weapon, so I'm going to say I will roll same range as a dagger, which I think's 10 or 20. Greg, you have a dagger in your arsenal at the moment.
Yes, I do. So what do you want to know?
What's the dagger's range when thrown?
Give me 1 sec. Range 10 foot.
Yeah, I'm going to go with dagger range. Anden's measuring up.
Oh, I could do it. Maybe.
What are you thinking? Moving up to one of the sconces and pulling off a torch?
Yes. Yes, I think that's going to be the play. I'll go to the closest one to me. Well, no, that's not it at all. I'm going there. So I'm moving forward towards the troll. I'll, I guess, interact to
Grab the torch
draw it from the sconce.
Yeah, okay. Just nothing to add to your inventory. Just keep a mental note that you have a torch in hand. If you get this thing down, then only if you're right next to it, an interact action will be needed to set it ablaze. Okay.
Okay. Well, that's 3 of my actions. I'll act together to
Oh, beg your pardon.
either move or something. I will have Kiva make a second strike, actually, I think.
Go for it.
Okay. I want to use claws or go for that. I'll use claws because they're agile.
Go for it then.
Oh, unfortunately, that's only a 13.
Right. No dice, unfortunately, this time. Alright. Alright, the static troll is dead. It's now over to the tired troll. So, does paralyze end now? Or is
Yeah,
it
it
the-
loses its whole turn, then it ends.
It loses its whole
Well,
turn, then it
Technically,
ends.
it can recall knowledge if it wishes.
It's a trap. So, the paralyze effect ends as it just roars in all of your faces. Yeah, you will pay for that. Mauricio.
Yes. Once again, I'll attempt to tumble through.
Go ahead, give us that check then, please.
That's a 30.
You got it.
Ooh. So, why am I moving everyone? What is going on here?
I kept doing that as well.
You bandboxed us, didn't you?
No.
I think maybe it's because I gave you access to all of your kingdom companions due to the fact I wanted you to check out their stats and statistics just in case you decided to choose one of them to go on a mission with you.
Ooh, so I can move through
Yes.
difficult terrain. Her movement is 35. So that would be 5, 10. I can get there off 1 movement.
Nice. All right.
Ideal.
You're into a flanking position now, Mauricio. Let's raise the light level. 'Cause technically
also-
they're outside.
Panache is
Oh.
up.
All right then. Mauricio goes into Panache.
Unlike those enraged archers.
Cool. So first strike with the rapier. For a 26.
Hit.
This will do 23 points of damage.
Very critically hurt now.
I'm going to make a final strike with the dagger.
Go ahead.
For a 30.
Plus 10 critical.
Yeah.
Do that one. And sneak attack should be on.
Yes, it will auto apply.
No, it toggled all the toggles. It did some weird toggles off on it. I was just like retoggling
Oh, I see.
things.
I understand. Right.
That is 28 points of damage.
All right. It's down, but it still has
Does it?
regeneration, though.
I
And
need to check something quickly.
Hmm.
Do I have it? Weapon tricks. The dagger's crit spec applies as well.
what is the dagger's crit spec?
Bleed.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah, it's persistent bleed.
What value?
That's a great question.
1d6
No.
usually, I think.
Having to look inside the item.
I would say it's the daggers. I would say it would be the daggers.
It does not tell me what its crit spec is.
Then
I know
I'm
it's
gonna-
a bleed.
I'm going to rule for now then that it's going to be persistent damage dice equal to the number of damage dice that you do already, which is 2. So 2d4. I'm going to rule for now, and if that's incorrect, we'll find out and correct for a later time. But also, Mauricial, if you look off to your southwest, you see the windows which leads to the town hall's mini chapel where Old Bear likes to reside has been smashed, and you see something else on the inside. Is that your turn, or are you out of
no.
actions?
That is all my actions.
Okie dokie. Gotta roll some more initiatives now then. Fantastic stuff. Okay. Lindsay, it is now your turn. The troll is down, but you know about trolls. They know that they need a little bit of toasting.
Yeah.
I will stroll up, take a torch, and shove it in the troll's face.
Up it goes. And that troll is no longer existing. Oh, right. Let's have a look. Is that Lindsay's whole turn?
Move, interact to get a torch, and then I assume interact again to burn the thing, so...
Alright. Top of round 4 then. Lord Varn, you hear, as your perception initiative was so high, you do hear some commotion and also sounds of shouting and fighting coming from outside as well, actually. Maybe a broken window or something, as you hear an old voice saying, "Be careful, Felix, there are 2 more." And then you hear a very posh Haldane voice turn around and shout out, "Alright then, you. Oh, come and get some." It's over to you, Jack.
All right, I think he's just gonna kind of look towards the others and yell out something like, "Stay lively, there's more of them." And then he's going to, I think he's gonna rush towards the door on the western side of the hall.
Alright, one action to stride up there.
Yep. So 15 feet to stride. Second action, I'm gonna interact with the door.
Go for it.
Click.
You see a western corridor in Regrove's Town Hall.
All right, I'm gonna third action, just ride. Yeah, that's as far as I can get. So.
Alright then. Fantastic stuff. Okay. Some reason the chapel door has not appeared, so Magar, you know it's there in that square there if you want to move back.
Oh,
But
yeah,
no
that's where
worries.
you're-
It's now actually the turn of someone inside the chapel, as an elderly priest throws open the door, and it turns and he says to you, please, Felix needs assistance. And he gets to the corner, and wait, can you see inside there, Jack?
I cannot. There is like a dark line preventing me from seeing through.
Yeah, for some reason, it's really strange. Ah, here we go. How about now?
Nope.
Okay, that still hasn't changed things. Alright, there appears to
I
be
thought I
some...
heard a wall or something running across.
Yeah, I'll remove the wall entirely. We'll try that. But that's not clearing the fog of war. Let me try a reset. Okay. Oh man, it appears we're having technical issues today as well. Hey! Alright then, so let's do... Yeah. Let's pause. Let's do a quick pause here. And what we're going to do for those joining us, we're going to get this sorted out, and then when we bring it back in, we'll get back to the action of Magar's actions, and hopefully actually being able to see inside the chapel. BRB. Hello everyone, welcome back. Sorry about that. Tried to do something nice, new and different, and it all buggers up, but oh well. Keep calm and carry on. So that's going to conclude Old Bear's turn. Irony, you and Kiva are up.
Right. So, is this a stained glass window?
It is, which has been smashed.
Oh, it's pre-smashed. Fantastic. I believe in that case, we can have Kiva run, jump, and can I get a bite through the window? Like jumping up on the windowsill?
Does Kiva have the move to get to the window in one action?
Yes.
Then Kiva can technically use... let's see. It would be a tumble through to try and jump through the window and the hobgoblin, which is seemingly attacking the chapel and Felix and Old Bear. Or you can use your second action to use the lean action, where Kiva can nip up and then for next action have a bite.
Let's acrobatics looking like 3. No, let's not do that. Irony's back here. I can't really do much. Okay, yeah, let's use 2 actions to get there and then lean, and then to act together. Irony is going to come outside to try and get a low line of sight, and then at the same time Kiva is going to go for the bite.
Give us a target, give us a bite.
Yep. Bite this nose. Oh, unfortunately only an 18.
That's a miss, unfortunately. The hobgoblins are pretty quick.
Yep, that's everything from me.
Alright, it's now the eager archer's turn. Hobgoblins. Seems like it's not just trolls. Ah, so you have some skill after all. Let's see how good you really all are. So what it's going to do, it is then going to... Yes. It is then going to try and use one of its abilities. The hobgoblin... Let's see. Cool. Understand. Understood. Right, the hobgoblin will take aim. It has 3 targets. Felix will be 1, Magar will be 2, Kiva will be 3. Actually, can see Mauricio as well. Mauricio will be 4. 1. So it's going to shoot at... Did I say Magar for 1 or Felix? Whoops. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm having a day today, folks. Alright, I'm going to say that number 1 was Felix. It's going to shoot at Felix, and it's going to shoot with its crossbow. The Hobgoblin Archer strikes for 23, and that is going to hit. Hobgoblin Archer also has an ability called, let's see, Crossbow Precision. going to do an extra 1d8's worth of damage to this strike. Let's see if that goes through, if I'll have to manually apply. One way to find out, as the eager archer fires. Yes, crossbow precision is on, here we go. 9 points worth of damage to Felix. And then for its next action, it's going to reload. And then it'll have another shot with the 4 targets. Felix 1, Magar 2, Kiva 3, Mauricio 4. Oh, yep, it's going to stay on Felix, so it's going to reload, shoot again. Natural 8 for a total of 17 is a miss, though, on the Thaumaturge. So that it's its turn. It's now the enraged archer's turn, who is absolutely ticked off that this wolf has tried to bite it through the window. It's going to take a 5-foot step, and then it's going to try and shoot Kiva with the crossbow bolt. Kiva will have a +2 to cover from this due to the angle of the positioning. Let's see, let me turn on precision aim, because crossbow precision, because that will be on for this strike. So -2 to this. Roll it up. Natural 20 though for a 32.
Don't like that.
Alright then, so we apply this damage to Irony's character sheet, being the summoner and all. So let's see. Kiva and Irony, low damage, takes 16 points worth of damage. And then for its final action, it is going to reload its crossbow. Mauricio, you're up.
Ooh, yeah, so first action is to move. Then next action is to tumble through.
Yeah,
I don't think you need to, do you?
no, not to tumble in, no. The window's been broken and clear enough now. You can just hop on in. It was
Cool.
a tumble. It was a tumble through when the hobgoblin was at the window.
Cool, so I'll just hop on through, because I have 40 feet of movement.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah, and then I will attack this hobgoblin.
All right, give us a strike.
Where is it? There we go. That is a 29.
That is a regular hit. Give us damage, please.
That is 13 points of damage.
That's a hit. It's gone through. You got anything else?
I'll hit it again with a dagger.
Dagger, dagger, dagger.
That is a 29.
Wow, good dual wielding. Regular hit. Damage, please.
That's an additional 10 points of damage.
Hobgoblin's not having a good day.
Hitting with the same number with dual wield is surely like a cross slash where they actually hit at the same time.
Yeah, that's sweet. All right, it's barding time. Lindsay.
Yeah, well, I've been a bit left behind. So I'm gonna have to spend my first action just... Wait, what's my movement speed? 25. I just spend my first action just running outside to everyone.
Halfling speed.
Yeah. Good enough view. Okay. Everybody seems to be... Where did Magar go? Oh, Magar went in through a different door. Gotcha.
Yeah, he did.
Magar took the door as
I
a
took the
polite
actual
gesture.
door.
As
Unlike
a
you,
civilized
Gracie.
person.
Who uses a door?
Oh.
I use a window.
So now I understand that everybody else was entering through a window that Irony was looking through.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Now that I'm aware of this.
Honestly, I always thought that this chapel should have a side door, so you didn't have to go through the main hall.
Hang on, I'm just trying to decide who this is funny or wrong. I'm guessing the rogue's action economy is running pretty well.
I would say that.
Whereas a summoner could always use an extra action.
Oh dear.
5.
I shall cast haste on irony.
Wonderful.
Haste goes on to irony. You feel quickened.
So you have an extra strike or stride for either you or Kiva because you share actions.
Yeah.
Have fun.
It's OP in both editions.
Is that your turn, Lindsay?
Yeah, because I had to move, so that was my second and third.
Alright, Felix's turn. What Felix is going to do is he'll run up for his first action into a flanking position. He's already taken one hobgoblin out, so his bastard sword is drawn and in 2 hands. Then he will do an esoteric lore roll to try and empower his implement. Let's have a look. Skills. Esoteric lore. Oh, natural 19 for a 29, or natural 16 rather for a 29. I believe that this goes against the standard level DC for the creature. So let's have a look. Yeah, that's actually a crit. So, oh, that implement is very, very well empowered now. Okay. It has no known weaknesses. So, for its final action, Felix is going to strike. The bastard sword is already out.
Get it.
Natural 14 for a 26, that is a hit. Felix is going to do some damage.
Flanking makes it a crit.
For some reason it's its unarmed strike. That's wrong. Hold on. Why is it rolling its unarmed strike? Hold on a second. Change grip, damage. Right, here we go. That's the correct damage button that I need.
It's both off guard and also with a rune on it. Would it be
Okay.
like 29? Maybe a crit.
It was not a crit.
Okay.
I can tell you that for certain, or else I would have called it. Still, 30 points worth of damage is nothing to sneeze at, as Felix kills it.
Yeah.
Because of that implement empowerment, and that's Felix's turn. Alright, the Sword Lord's turn. Jack, what's he have?
Alright, well, he's very, simple. He's going to use 2 stride actions to run over here.
Yep.
And then third action, I'll just hit it.
Go, give us a target, give us a strike.
Go fighter power. That is a 35.
That is a confirmed crit. AC 23 for the Hobgoblins.
Wow.
Another 40.
40 points worth of damage. Still up, but a critical wound.
Yeah, he's gonna hit him like that. Just be like, you should have shot at me.
Old Bear's turn. He is just going to approach the double doors, observe, and see if anybody needs or requires healing when it rolls around. Technically, potentially 5 action irony. Enjoy, Dave.
Okay, I've got it. Well, I can't do the full thing, but I never get an opportunity to cast. Reaction Horizon Thundersphere.
Oh no.
Oh, here we go. I knew when I set up this encounter, because let's put it this way, when I set up this encounter, I knew that irony, because his powers are thunder based, would have Horizon Thunderspear, and I know Dave loves Horizon Thunderspear. Let's see. Irony
It's
does.
still my favorite spell.
He does just have a line of sight. So what was the... let's see. All right. Give us an attack roll then, please, against the Hobgoblin who you can see. Because of the positioning, it's going to have a +2 to cover, but you never know. It does half damage even on a fail.
Yep. What do you got? 27? That's definitely a hit.
That is a hit. Go ahead and give us damage for Horizon Thunder. I wonder if this has got an effect. Make sure it's targeted, Dave.
Oh, absolutely. Roll some damage.
Does the Kamehameha Pathfinder have an effect? Let's find out.
Come on.
Apparently, its effect is causing me to briefly lose connection to the server.
That's pretty strong.
That's
Unfortunately,
70.
doesn't look like it.
That's 7d6 worth of damage for 23 points worth of damage. Irony, what does it look like? Enjoy, Dave. Enjoy.
So I had 2 more actions. So I'm gonna RP flavor this. Let's get Kiva in there. So what actually happens is Irony takes this whole time to charge up this like thunder-based magic, and since it's act together as Kiva moves, the sphere actually empowers Kiva, so you see this like crackling and booming footsteps just dash past everybody in combat, and as she jumps up onto this hobgoblin to bite into its neck, there's just this, all the rest of the windows like shatter with this thunderous boom as we get like Thunder Wolf.
As the Hobgoblin Archer turns nothing more than to a piece of toast, Felix, as we come out of encounter mode, just turns around and looks at you from inside the chapel. A little overkill, Hunter.
Just give him like a forehead salute.
And that is where we'll close tonight's session of Kingmaker. Well, that was a slightly different one than usual. Did you all enjoy it?
That was incredible.
Yes, that's fine.
I love it so much.
I want to be a sword lord when I grow up.
You're friends with Jamandi. It actually does, the game does actually state that if you become an ally of Jamandi Eldore, you do gain access to the Eldore Sword Lord archetype if you wish to take it.
Ooh.
And it's pretty
Not on-
badass.
Not on Balruk, but if I ever have to run somebody else.
So, we found out what the wagons were for. We found out what the horses were for. And apparently, it's a bit of guerrilla / Trollzilla warfare in Regrowth itself. Their companions have held off some of the subterfuge so far. But what about the rest of Regrowth? How is it going to go? Next time, we're going to catch back up with the regular party members, and we're going to see what they are up to. But until then, folks, thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next session of Kingmaker.